Hello everyone, my name is Angelica and welcome to my channel. Weather outside definitely puts me into autumn mood. To make your home feel more cozy this autumn, for today's video I've prepared 3 new DIY ideas. If you like crafting, this project will definitely make pleasant darker evenings. So without any further ado, let's get right into the first project. To create tea light holder in pumpkin shape, I'm using air dry clay. It's quite a small decoration, so you won't need a lot of it. I knead the clay between my hands for a while so it becomes softer, and then I push in the tea light candle together with the metal part around it. This way you will be able to remove it and place the new one. This will be only a bottom part of the pumpkin. I try to make it even, nice and smooth. I cut clay into smaller pieces and start making roll shapes. Instead of engraving the pumpkin ribs, I make them by putting separate pieces next to each other. To blend them with the base, I'm using this special tool from my clay tool kit. Once it's all nice and smooth, I create another piece and add it to the rest. I try to all the pieces to be the same size. Altogether, I've created 7 parts, but you can make more or less. Depends what result you want to achieve. I remove the excess clay from the candle and smooth out the whole surface. Damp sponge is great for removing any imperfections. Once the clay is dry, I took orange acrylic paint and paint the whole surface. Later on, I've added some splash of black and white color for more interesting finish. Wreath is always a great piece of decor. This time I've decided to use the felt instead of real or faux flowers. I'm going with very autumny colors, yellows, browns, beige and some green. I start with drawing simple leaf shape. This will be my template. It doesn't need to be perfect, but if you're not confident to draw it by yourself, you can look for something similar online and just print it out. Mine is about 5 centimeters long, but this will depend on how big is your hoop or just on how big or small you want them to be. Using this template, I cut out the leaf shapes from the felt. As it's quite a time-consuming process, you can fold the felt in half and cut out 2 leaves at the same time. This is great for using your leftover felt pieces, as the leaves are not that big. It's hard to tell exactly how many pieces you will need. Again, it depends on your hoop size and how full you want the wreath to look. To attach them to the hoop, I will be using thin wire. I would use the thinnest you can find and ideally in same color as the hoop, but it's not necessary if you attach them in the right way. I cut my wire into 5 centimeters long pieces. They could be even shorter, to be honest. I'm going to glue 1 leaf to each end. I fold the leaf end, place a drop of hot glue and stick the wire to it. And the same on the other side. To attach it to the hoop, I simply wrap it around it. I do it quite tight so it stays in place. I work with 1 color at the time. I spread it all over the hoop and then move to the next color. At first I was adding the next color crossed with the other one, but it's better to just add one color next to the other color. Of course you want to hide as much of the wire as possible for a nicer finish. But it's easy to keep the leaves in the right positions because of the wire inside them. Once I was satisfied with the amount of leaves, I squeezed them so they point one direction. I left some empty space at the top where later I've added white ribbon. I bought this jumper over a year ago in charity shop. I was wearing it last year, but now it's a time to transform it into something different. Baklay fabric in a rusty orange color will be perfect for decorative pumpkins. To create pumpkin shape cushion, your fabric needs to be in a rectangle shape. So I cut out the part which I only need. I save the rest of the fabric and later I will create smaller version out of the sleeve. Now I have a piece with two edges closed and two open. I turn it inside out and start gathering together the open part. Then I tie it all with the yarn. I wrap it around a few times to make sure it stays secured. I turn the fabric back. I've just created the bottom of the pumpkin. To fill it, I'm using filling from the old pillow. Fill it up as much as you can for fuller and softer look. Then I gather the rest of the fabric together. I should really use this end for the inside part instead, because now all the fabric creates too thick seam. First I secure it in place with few knots. It was really too thick, so I cut some of the excess off. Thinner seam will look much better and more proportional. Using the same string, I wrap it all the way up around the fabric. You can leave it just how it is, or if you want to create the pumpkin ribs, use similar color thread. My needle is not big enough, so I can't go through the pumpkin, but making each rib separately also works. If you are looking for more autumn decor ideas, check out my other videos. I will leave the link to them down below. Let me know in the comments section which project from today's video was your favorite, and if you like them, don't forget about the like button and subscribe to my channel for more ideas. And for now, thank you so much for watching, your support, and I will see you in my next video.